going to show you that there's really not much of a secret to finding bobcats. It's mainly just experience and where to look. So I had a viewer, I believe it was Night Rider 88, that commented and had a question on where do I find bobcats? Do I need to find a bobcat toilet? How does all that work? If I understand his question right, he was mainly just out looking for cat toilets, which are a great spot to trap. Hopefully going to answer his question. I'm going to break down this scenery in the background. Let me get over here. So I'm out in the west, and this is a typical scenery. We've got flat top ridges, we've got sagebrush flats, and then actually right over here, this cut bank that you see is a waterway at the bottom. And so here we go. I'm going to point out a few spots that I'm going to go look. I want to set this up for bobcats, so I'm going to go look, and in these spots I'm sure I'm going to find a bobcat toilet, but I'm going to find some really good spots to trap. So starting from this edge over here, the things that jump out are this cut bank. There should be a trail on the top of that. And then up there is a rock point. That rock point is excellent. I'm going to go right underneath that rock point. Those cats will travel along the rocks looking for cottontails or mice or pack rats or whatever. So then right up there, we're going to get into that one. That's a huge rock point in all of that rim. So up above, we got that rim that runs up there. That's a long running barrier, an excellent one at that. So then we're going to drop back down. We got this sagebrush flat and some rocks over behind that. We're going to, right where these rocks kind of come down, looks like they come all the way down to this point, to this sagebrush flat. So that's going to be an excellent spot. Let's pan over a little further. We've got this rock point up here. We're going to investigate that. It doesn't look real great from here, but it's a spot. And then you get over to this other plateau. There's some rock points up there. Then to the far left into the sun, there is another one up there. So usually what I'm going to look for is the pinch point or the long running barriers. That's going to narrow them down to what I'm looking for. There's another one right in there in the background, in between those two juniper trees. And this long running barrier right here is excellent. So any one of these spots, we're going to find bobcat sign. I guarantee it. If there was snow up here, we would see tracks. This is a great area. We got the Ranger. I'm going to jump this thing out, and we're going to go set bobcat trap. So stay tuned. Well, we're out here. We're setting the very first cat trap of the year. We got Cooter and Jack and rocks. So what I have here is a nice dry spot going to be out of the snow for the season, out of the it's perfectly dry under there. So what I'm going to do is set a trap in. I'll put a blocker in. You can see my T-bone, and we'll narrow this bobcat right down. He should be traveling right along from the rims, right past us here, and carrying on through. So we've got, I think, 4 sets we're going to make in here. See how we do with them. Okay, here's the bobcat set we just made. These take a little longer. I think we probably took us 15 minutes, maybe not quite 15. But so here's the rocks. They're going to be traveling along. The trail's right over there. And we forced the trail up to right there. You can see the brush we put in behind Jack there. And then we're on the trail again. And it goes right up through there. So here we go. Here's the trap. But these bobcats really block them in. They don't mind at all. So you can see my T-bone there. I got a spot to step on this side, the pan, and a spot to step on the other side. So That's what we give them. It's just enough room to step a couple of times. So we should have a paw print over that pan. Nice dry dirt. Not gonna freeze.
Tails are about this size. No, cottontails like, and then his tail was like this size. Yes. Some cottontail can make it big. I had like white. I had a bit. What do I need mine?
Need a piece of brush just big enough to detour them from the back. Like that. I'm gonna put a punch hole on this side.
Or I call him
like that.
I know.
Okay, that's the set. I'll lure it real quick.
Thumbs up, like, and a subscribe.
Once again, upstream. We have that. I'm not going to let this lure touch the ground anywhere but one spot. This is O'Gorman's Plenty Coyote. Touch there. Down in my punch hole. Give him some sheep wool to look at. And kind of try to guess what's going on here. Basically, we just need him to walk through on the trail. Prevailing wind's coming this way, so if they're downwind, they're going to try to come across to investigate that. That's the set. Out here setting some bobcat traps. I'm in the rock still. It's getting dark. So I came down and I found a toilet. And this is one of my most favorite spots to set. Period. Hands down, no questions asked. So I want to show you guys this toilet. I came to this tree because it was giant. It's about a 4-foot diameter juniper tree. The rest of them in here, maybe 20 inch at the biggest, but more like 16. Anyways, so I come up here and I started seeing, I came around from my Ranger and I started seeing scat, bobcat scat over there. And it's strung out old and new. But this is what we want to see right here. That's a lion right there, that big one. But the one behind it, that's bobcat, and that's fresh. There's more fresh. There's some old. There's some old. Fresh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so, this is definitely their toilet where I'm standing. This 3-foot diameter is the freshest area. So I put my set in right here. And now this set is sheltered by the tree for pretty much any weather. You can see my T-bone. It's a walk-through set. So they'll either walk through this way or they'll walk through the other way. There's a couple of droppings over there that were already here. But anyways, that's a set. I got a little tiny bit of brush right there to help just funnel them in. It looks bad, guys, but these bobcats do not care. I've caught coyotes in these sets too, but I definitely don't set for coyotes like that. So here's some more. There's some more. Look how old that one is. That one's old and white. That could be 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But check this out. That's coyote scat. There's some more bobcat. They're using, the whole tree is a scat tree, but they're using that area over there. Now this is older here, so this might be an older cat that's moved on or got trapped or something, but that's older. That's quite a bit older. There's probably 15 piles of scat under this tree. And so this is what I call a scat tree. That thing might be 5 foot diameter. It's just a big gnarly tree. I'm right in a saddle, and I find these often. So there's, right behind me is a rim, or I'm sorry, right up there's a rim. And then right here behind this tree is a rim. And this is a nice saddle, and it's steep. So they usually mark these saddles with a scat tree, and they are my favorite. So if I don't, I've got several bobcat traps set up here. So if I don't catch them in this one, I won't be disappointed. But I won't be surprised if this is the first one I catch them in. So, and it possibly maybe more than one. So there you go. We're up here setting some bobcat traps. It's usually where I'm looking. I've never been in here before, but I did stumble across this just now. So I think I'll have at least one trap right here. I'm going to go ahead and probably set a T-bone, anchor it to that tree, and see what happens. The main thing is just going to be trying to keep this set open. It's out here, keep it working. It's out here in the open. So I'll go ahead and set a trap and see where it happens. Well, we're still running this long running barrier here. Come up to our set. Look at what we have. It's not a bad sized cat. So good thing the season just opened. We are ready to go on these guys. So it's our lucky day. He's caught in that number 2, but he's got all 4 toes in there, but not much more than that. So here's my pen, underall. And this was just, we put some, I think I did a punch hole right at the end of that stick. The stick was just eye appeal, but there you have it. Nice looking bobcat. We'll get him killed and take a look at him. Right at my camera.
You have another steak?
Yeah. Here. Just right between the ears. All right, guys, look at this. Boy, we have just hit this timing just right. Opening day of bobcat season. Well, actually, it was yesterday. And this is our first check. Look at that. Oh, he's toe caught too. You got a gun, Mike? Maybe a shotgun. He's toe caught, so we're gonna.
Or do you want me to shoot him?
Well, in case he pulls out, let's take a look at him.
A little bigger cat?
I don't know.
If it is, not a ton, I guess.
Yeah, maybe a little. Look, good looking specimen here. We're gonna get him choked down and we'll take a look at him. That was a T-bone set right in the middle of the road here. What do you think? Another bobcat? We still got
today.
Yeah, they must have been moving last night. We got this one dispatched here. Check this out. He's just toe caught, which happens sometimes with these. maybe a slow fire and trap, or he just, I don't know. We got 2 toes. It really doesn't matter. He's here, so that's what's important. Well, I'll be, guys. Check this out. Let's see what kind of cat this looks like. He's on the other side of the fence. Looks like a small female. To me, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a male. This was in this trail here. Right here. I got some rocks right up there. So this was a dirt hole. I came through. I've checked it a couple of times and they've been tripped. One time by a cow, and the cows are supposed to be on this side of the fence over here, and one was over there. Anyways, I've been meaning to pull these traps just because they've been tripped enough by cows, and we ended up with a raccoon a little further down. So anyways, this nice little bobcat caught all the way deep, not too big, but a pretty little cat. So this way we were coming all the way, this is kind of the end of the trap line. We were coming all the way down here, so I'll take care of it and move on. This nice bobcat. Let me see if I can get you a little different camera angle. All right, there we go. I'm videoing myself. So nice pretty little female. It's actually not that small of a female. It's pretty good size, probably a 22 pounder, which for females around here is pretty good. So here's the remake set right here. Kind of see that. I put a T-bone. It was a dirt hole, but I put a T-bone in there. It's kind of remade the trail, so we'll see what happens next. Back here in the rocks. I don't know if you remember this from last year. Caught us a bobcat right up in there. And I got one set here. I've caught a bobcat here before too. I came up today, my trap's all tore up. Look what I got hanging out in my, hiding from me. A lot of red on him. Oh, we're gonna knock him down. We just had a cougar killed down in the bottom right here below us last night. The rancher was by. I'm sure it wasn't this guy. It was a 3-point buck that was killed, but you look at this trap, he's caught all the way deep. So I'll get him taken care of, and like I said, it was a walkthrough set right there. Last year the cat we caught climbed up underneath these rocks. They're about 30 feet tall. So anyways, I'll show them to you here in a minute when I get them killed. Got this one killed. Looks like a nice little bobcat. I want to show you this Duke number 2. Above the pad. Good little traps. Not a bad cat. Looks like a little tom to me, but I haven't even looked yet. Yeah, little tom. So I'm gonna take him out and I'll try to get a picture. I'm gonna reset the trap. Tore up my brush a little bit. Reset my trap in here. It goes right up there by my dirt sifter, and it's just a walk-through set. In the snow, these cats just hug this. Underneath here, it's weatherproof. They just love it under here. So I'll get it reset and I'll show you the remake. It will look just like it was before. got the set remade. There it is. It's just a walkthrough. There is so much debris and junk up here that they don't, you can block them right down to nothing to where they have to step on it. So I want to give you guys a quick two things on this Bobcat. So you can see right where my pan center is, right there. And then right there is where I gave him an excellent spot to put a foot. It's about 10 inches from there to my pan center. And then right here, sorry, I gave them an excellent spot to put their foot also. I'll make it even better for them. Nice, soft, nothing pokey. And that's it. So they can only put their foot 3 places. If they come through here, they got to get caught. And so the other thing is, this cat was caught off of that homemade lure of mine that I showed you guys how to make, the beaver caster lure. It's super easy. Give it a try. These bobcats will love it. So coyotes do too. But all right, let's look at this bobcat. He's on a cable over to here. And to be honest, he was hiding right in this little crack the whole time. And I knew something was caught. I just couldn't find him. It took me a while to find him. So it looks like a pretty decent cat. I'm out here by myself, so yeah, pretty decent bobcat. Nice tom. I'm guessing somewhere around 25, 26 pounds. He might be a little bigger. He's got nice big feet. So there we go. One for the books. You guys might recognize this from earlier times. Earlier in this video, I came up, this is one of the spots I said I was going to come to. This is a nice bobcat. Look at this. Look at that. So I got one set right here, and then this set, that's a nice tom. Oh, that's a nice tom, Jack. All right. It was a T-bone set, and he's caught pretty decent, but let's see if we can get a look at him. Yeah, that's a nice tom. Good. Well, we'll get him killed and move on down the line. Well, here it is. Nice big cat. It actually ended up being a female. I thought it was a tom because it was so big. Jack, you want to go show them the set over there? We'll load this one up. Got some dying twitches left in her. So we're going to put some more lure and some coyote urine on it real quick. We still got more to check. Pretty exciting. So what I did, let me show you this remake. Turn around here, Jack. So what I did was I take the debris one side and the other side, and it's got a bunch of smell here, but we're going to try to hone them in on the one little tiny spot in between the attractor. So on my T-bone, I'm going to put a little lure, bait and lure on that. And then I'll just leave the rest of that there, and it creates that walkthrough effect for them. Well, I hope you guys like this year's bobcat trapping. So in Oregon, we only get 5 bobcat tags a year. We've got them caught, and we're going to move on. We might catch more incidentally, just in our traps. We'll have to release them if we do. So I'll try to show you the videos when I can. All right, guys, thanks for watching.